star of mass destruction or a supernova outbreak, what will happen when the Betelgeuse star, the size of the solar system, explodes? According to the official cosmological theory, the sun should not explode. Not now, not in the future. However, there is still something to explode in our galaxy, and if the blast does not happen very far, then it will have very significant consequences for our planet. For example, Alpha Centauri, located at a distance of 4.4 light years from us, will explode, and for several weeks its brightness visible from Earth will increase so much that it will be about a sixth of the brightness of the sun. It will blaze in the southern hemisphere both day and night. The ice cap of Antarctica will receive a powerful heat stroke, and the melting of the southern glaciers will lead to a sharp rise in ocean level, and the sharp temperature drop will lead to the formation of numerous tornadoes. As a result, coastal cities will simply be washed off the face of our planet. But this will happen only a few days after the second sun appears in the sky. The inhabitants of the southern hemisphere will immediately experience a radiation shock. Alpha Centauri's radiation will be of such power that the Earth's magnetic field will not be able to stop it. The radiation, having reached the surface, will thoroughly spoil everything living on it if it does not kill us. The number of mutations will increase hundreds and thousands of times. The birth of a healthy child will become the same miracle as the birth of the Siamese twins is now. But that's not all. About 3 decades after Alpha Centauri goes out, a cloud of dust and gas ejected by it will reach the solar system. This cloud will be so dense that the sun will fade in the sky, its brightness will fall by half, and a new ice age will begin on the planet. Fortunately, Alpha Centauri falls short of a supernova. It's roughly equal in mass to the sun. A more realistic candidate for this role is Sirius, 8 light years away from us, which is twice as heavy as our star. But you don't have to worry too much about that either. The consequences of it exploding will be much milder. It will do without a particularly noticeable thermal shock and dust attack. We are also likely to withstand its radiation strike. At 160 light years from Earth, in the constellation Pegasus, is the closest red giant to us, named Chet Beta Pegasi. Its diameter is about 110 times greater than our Sun. The age of such stars is short, and it's only a few 100 million years. For comparison, we recall the dinosaurs died about 66 million years ago, and therefore they are reigned on the planet. And before they reigned on the planet for almost 200 million years. But Chet is almost a toy. If you compare this star with the red giant Mira, which lives in the constellation Cetus at a distance of 230 light years from our Earth, this celestial object is 420 times larger than our yellow star. If Mira were located in the center of our system, then Jupiter would orbit it to close proximity to it, and its star can explode at any moment. And if we look even further, we can find more massive stars at a distance of about 500 light years away. There are 3 of them. Ras Algete from the constellation Hercules covers the diameter of the Sun by 500 times, Antares from Scorpio by 640 times, and Betelgeuse in Orion by 750 times. The diameter of the latter approaches the diameter of the orbit of Saturn. That is, this ball is slightly smaller in size than the entire solar system, and it is ready to explode at any moment. Canadian scientists Dale Russell and Thacker Wallace explain the extinction of dinosaurs by a sharp increase in radiation from a supernova explosion close to Earth. According to them, the explosion caused a sharp cooling, and ultraviolet X-ray radiation could increase hundreds of times in just a few days. The explosion of Betelgeuse will entail much greater consequences. In our sky for several months, it will turn into a second moon, full and shining day and night. One constellation, the dust from Betelgeuse to the Earth will reach us for more than 1,000 years. If humanity can survive the outbreak itself, then we will have time to prepare for the arrival of space debris. And the explosion should happen literally any day. Betelgeuse, unlike many other red giants known to us, is already behaving extremely restlessly. It constantly pulsates, sometimes shrinking to the size of Ros Algete, then again expanding to its previous size. When, at the end of the last century, astronomers photographed the giant in the infrared range, it was found that the star is surrounded by a shell of gas 400 times the size of our solar system. This may indicate that the transformation of the supergiant into a supernova has already begun. The collapse should be expected in the coming years. There is a version that Betelgeuse has already exploded several centuries ago. Now the shock wave of super-hard radiation from it is flying towards us, and its flight is almost 600 years old. And this is on Solask. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box.